What's up, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Rideshare Hub. My name is Greg. What I'm talking to you guys about is a term called anchoring. This is one of my most frustrating experiences in Uber and Lyft. For those of you that know what I'm talking about, stay tuned. I have some awesome stories about this. But I'm gonna basically tell you guys about, it's kind of a problem that we run into as drivers. It's an issue with passengers. But before we get going, I just wanted to tell you guys about Get Upside. Get Upside is a great app for saving money on gas. You get 25 cents off per gallon the first time you use it just for doing it. So download the link in the description, at least use it once, get that 25 cents off, and go ahead and knock down some costs on our biggest expense as drivers. So what is anchoring? Anchoring is, let's say someone requests a stop. It doesn't matter if they'd already had it planned or if they asked you midway through the ride, but let's say you make a stop for someone. And so I will generally tell people, and I try to be really respectful and not sound like a jerk when I say this, but I will almost always tell people, hey, just so you know, we don't really get paid by the minute. We pretty much just get paid by the mile. So please bear in mind that I'm not getting paid for this, and try to keep it under 3 minutes. And if it takes longer, I'm gonna have to cancel the ride and move on. Most people don't even understand that we don't really get paid by the time. In more cases than not, I talk to people that really assumed we got paid just for sitting waiting for someone. And I'm like, no, it's like, we don't get paid. It's like 10 cents a minute or something stupid. So usually when you explain this to people, they're gonna be pretty respectful of that. Now, what I've seen happen, I've probably seen this over a dozen times, is that I let someone out to a stop and they leave their backpack, their purse, their dog, God only knows, but they leave something in your car to where you can't really leave, what are you gonna do? So there's a lot of different things you can go about. So I'm at the point now where if somebody does that to me and they're taking a long time, I will literally bring their stuff inside and I'll yell for them and I'll just be like, hey, Jamie, and once they respond, I'm like, hey, this is your Uber driver, your purse and everything, I'm setting it right here because I'm sorry, but you're wasting my time. And I let them know I'm going to cancel the ride. And a lot of times they'll be like, well, no, wait. I'll be like, hey, I'm walking out, getting in my car right now. If you're walking out behind me and getting in, I'm not canceling. But if you're not, I'm canceling the ride. So a lot of times then people just will really hurry. But, if they still have to check out or something and I already waited 6-7 minutes, I'm done. I will cancel that ride. Now, here's why I cancel it. A lot of you would say, well, why don't you just finish the ride off real quick? Because they're going to give you a 1-star rating just because you did it to them, even though you're not in the wrong. And unfortunately, Uber and Lyft take the customer's word on this over us. And we can't get a lot of 1-star ratings. I think it's 3 and you get suspended. So it really kind of is a big issue. But so the funny thing is there's some insanely extreme scenarios. I've had people that have left their dog in their car while they ran in, and that's not too huge of a deal. And this hasn't happened to me personally, but I know someone where somebody left their freaking baby in the car with them. And that was kind of sickening to me because I'm like, I would never leave my baby with any Uber driver, no matter how nice they seem. You don't know this dude or chick, So for one, if you're a parent and you do that, literally I have no problem saying this. Shame on you. That's freaking pathetic. So the reason why it's called anchoring is because they're leaving the baby in the car so you feel anchored and you're not going to leave. So now if somebody left a baby in my car, I don't know if I'd pick up the baby and bring it inside and be like, hey, take your kid. Here's your kid. I'm setting him on the ground. Hopefully he doesn't crawl away. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I would hope no one really runs into that too often, but I wouldn't mess with someone's kid because then you're probably going to end up in court. But, like I said, in those scenarios, what I usually end up doing is I will bring the stuff in. I've even one time I set it on the curb and I cancel the ride because I'm like, you're not going to give me a bad rating. I had one time these ladies were being crazy rude. So I was just throwing their stuff on the sidewalk because they were in the gas station for 10 minutes. And I was just shaking my head, pissed off. And they then were coming out right as I pulled off, as I was pulling off, and they were trying to like stop me and sprinting after my car, and I just squealed my tires and took off, and I was like, yeah, like, forget you guys. So the main thing, guys, like, remember, like, you have the power, like, you have the control here. You don't need to let people do that to you. It really does suck, because if it took like 30 minutes of your time to pick them up and then you have to end up canceling the ride, like, that really is a bummer. Like, a lot of times I've picked people up and it's like a 30-minute drive to their apartment, but right before they get home, they want to make a long stop. And so that sucks, because you just wasted all that time and then you have to cancel. But it's better than a 1-star rating. I'm telling you, it really is, especially because it's not going to happen a ton. And like I said, in most cases, if you communicate with people, they're going to respect you. Now, if you're too afraid to say anything, you can't blame them, because you have to give them the benefit of the doubt that they don't understand that we don't get paid by the time. You have to. I'm telling you, like, you can't assume people understand that. They don't. So I think it's really, I think it's this, I don't know. I think you just got to be real with people and hope they're decent, but obviously you can't really prove that they're going to. So that's what I got for you guys. I'm going to cut the video off here. I really hope you liked this video. Be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and beware of those anchoring freaks that will leave babies in your car. Have a good day, guys.